Yo, what it do? It's your boy Hollywood Mike T, aka Mike T. I'm hosting this week. And you know where you at. Deep Man Cave Sports Podcast. I drop that beat.
Draw the keys on this shit now.
It's your boy Mike T, aka Hollywood Mike T, and this is the Man Cave Sports Podcast. Hey man, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. And thank you for being here. If you're new to this, stay true to this. Thank you for viewing this. And yeah, man, we are here. As you can see, I got my main man Wildcard Mar, and I got my main man King Mel from In the Four Corners of Wrestling. Hey man, how you guys doing today?
Hey man, feeling good, feeling good, man. Blessed to be here, bro.
Got you. And King Mel, how you doing, man?
Another day in the world of sports. So I'm good, man.
Got you. Hey man, this show here is about sports, if you didn't know. And we're gonna get into a little football. We're gonna talk about week 2 of the NFL. What stood out to the guys, what games they watched, and what are they feeling about the league the first 2 weeks of the season? I'm gonna go to King Mel first, man. You can answer any of those three topics, or all three if you like.
Right now, there's a few things that I need to see adjustments on, like the Ravens. They need to make some type of adjustment going into week 3. They having these close games, but they're not closing them out. Especially when you had a MVP last season, and then I just added Derrick Henry to the team. So hopefully they could close something. Hopefully they could put together a 5-game win streak or something like that to get their name back. But we'll see. Any given Sunday. And as far as the Eagles go, you could take Saquon off the Giants, but you can't take the Giants out of Saquon.
Yo, that's wild, bro.
Okay.
That's
Wild Mom, man. What are your thoughts going? What was your thoughts about week 2 and where the league is right now going into week 3?
Hey man, I know they say it's a normal saying that gets said a lot, but any given Sunday, man, I didn't see the Raiders getting that game. Uh, I didn't see the Vikings doing what they did to San Francisco. Uh, hey man, you gotta be on your P's and Q's, man. When you in the NFL, bro, ain't everything that's given to you. That's just kind of was some of the thing that I got from week 2, man. You gotta handle business, man, no matter who you play. Um, I'm looking at some of these defenses. Man, these defenses are balling, man. They are not letting some of these offenses just do whatever the hell they want to, like they used to, man. They tired of that mess. It's like, man, you already handicapping us with the rules. Nah, we still gonna play defense though. But uh, hey, shout out to Kyler Murray, man. He finally got smart and is like, hey, man, I got Marvin Harrison Jr., man. Let me get that man the football. So, I know he came out earlier and said, it ain't my job to get this man the ball. Yeah, it is.
Like what? When he said that, when I heard he said that, I was like, what? Why would he say that?
Yeah, that crazy, dog. But
That is freaking nuts. But I wanted to ask y'all because both of y'all alluded to the Ravens. How much of the responsibility of them losing and being 0-2 bears on Lamar Jackson?
So,
now go ahead, man.
me personally, that first game when I was watching it, opening during week 1, that was just like a inch away from going from overtime. So it's like, damn, The guy was just an inch out of bounds, just an inch. That second game, it was just like, he could have played a little bit better in my eyes, but hopefully he bounced back on week 3.
Got you. Welcome, Mark.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, he plays quarterback, and we already know how the media and certain sports fans do. They're gonna put the blame on Lamar regardless, whether he plays good or not. Um, if you're watching the games, I don't necessarily think it's all his fault for sure. Or there's some throws that he needs to make, of course. But we can't forget that you bring in Derrick Henry. He hasn't so far paid any dividends. That O-line is pretty pitiful. The defense, I mean, what are you doing letting Gardner Minshew beat you? Like, so, I mean, as much as want to put all the blame on Lamar, man, there's, we just got to be realistic. If you watch these games, there's some other parts of the Ravens that you like, man, what is really going on over here in this joint? So, and just some of the things that I said, it can't all just fall on Lamar. I get it. The quarterback position is the most scrutinized position in all of football, but be realistic. If he's not in charge of getting sacks and tackling and he can't block for himself. Like what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? He can't make all the calls when it comes to making the play calls on offense. So it's like, like I just wish people would take their designated blame and put it in the designated places. It can't all 100% be on Lamar Jackson, like that. I just think the Ravens is just kind of all out of sorts right now. They'll figure it out because I think they got the talent. They're gonna be all right, but it's just not looking good so far right now. It is what it is. But I just wish fans would be more realistic when you start putting blame on people. That's all.
I agree.
So this is something I want to point out. Technically, right now, all my teams are either undefeated. They got 1 loss or 2 losses. I think there's more 2-0 teams than 1-1 teams. So I'm doing real good right now. There's a team I want to talk about real quick. And we're going to be real brief about this team, okay?
Mm.
And the reason why is because the guy hasn't come back yet, but he's supposed to be coming back soon. Set us up in fantasy. I hope you watch this.
Are you stupid, man?
Hey, yo.
By 87 points at home, the Dallas Cowboys.
Damn.
If you guys can give me one word for them right now, Wildcard Mom, one word.
Hey, man, I'm gonna have to steal what my man Bubba Dove say. Trash.
Okay. King Mel.
Regular.
Well, I always think they regular, but this wasn't regular. This loss was not regular.
It's all right. People burning their Cowboy jerseys this week. Then soon Sunday come, it's all right.
Which gets me into week 3. Week 3, you guys, what are your expectations for this week? Who do you see coming out winners on this week? And just let me know what you think about week 3 in the NFL.
I'm gonna be honest, man. I can't wait to watch the Panthers look like straight butt cheeks again.
Yeah, you put me to it.
The way they just did my man Bryce Young dirty, try to bank him to blame. Oh, I'm gonna bench him after 2 games. Like,
okay, hold on. Okay, can I play devil's advocate to that?
Now go ahead.
He has been playing horrible.
I agree. I'm not saying he hasn't.
Is it unfair that he got benched?
I think
why is everyone acting like it's unfair?
The reason why it's unfair is because he's played 19 games with the Panthers. He's already had 3 coaches. All right. He's had no O-line. He has really not a lot of great weapons to really throw to. When your best weapon is Deontay Johnson, or an old ass Adam Thielen, that's the best you got as my weaponry. No defense. What I'm saying is like I could understand the benching if he was playing on a good team, had some, some things that made sense around him. But he's playing for the worst team. Dog, there's some teams in the MoCo that'll get a Panthers a run. I'm being facetious, but I'm kind of being tongue in cheek, but I'm being for real. I would love to see Northwestern QO go against the Panthers. They give them a run, dog. I'm just saying. Look, I know I'm being facetious and I'm exaggerating, but to a certain extent, like the Panthers are just a trash organization. They are poorly ran from top to bottom, from owner down to janitor is poorly ran. They gave Bryce Young literally nothing to work with, and you're expecting him to succeed. Uh, are we just benching him? Like, why aren't we benching nobody on the defense? They not talking about the defense is giving up the most points in 2 weeks. Who are they stopping?
Okay, can I play double advocate again?
Yeah, go ahead.
If they did bench the defensive players that they bench or whoever they bench, we wouldn't know anyway because they're so bad. That's one. And two, if he had 3 coaches, maybe it might be him. If he's been bad for all 3, he never showed promise on any of them. None of his coaches that he's ever had, he's never showed promise for. Like, I mean, look at Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson didn't get this much. Like people like, oh.
They gave I think he is in a situation with Zach Wilson when you get drafted to a trash team.
True.
And ain't nothing good. Like,
but what I'm saying is when Zach Wilson got benched, and then they went out and got Aaron Rodgers, nobody was like, "Oh, poor Zach Wilson." Nobody made any excuses for Zach Wilson.
I feel you on this, but hear me out. This franchise made a whole bunch of moves to get Bryce Young. They gave away a whole bunch of draft picks. They gave away their best offensive player in DJ Moore to go get Bryce Young. So it's like when you've done so much to go get him and you can't keep a coach, you can't add pieces to make him better, and you bench him after 2 games after his 3rd coach, I'm just like,
so
I think you need to make it work.
This is not my retort to you. This is my retort to everyone. What you just said was very important about how much they gave away to give him.
Mm-hmm.
When have we ever seen any team ever give away that much to get someone and been good?
Now you're right. 49ers did it, but they luckily had Brock Purdy show up and show out. And so
exactly
it made the what you gave up to go get Trey Lance, you just ate it because it's like, well, I got Brock Purdy.
It never works out, and it sometimes you're right. You have to have the perfect situation. For like Patrick Mahomes came into the perfect situation.
Oh yeah, he's in a great situation. It worked out for him.
Even before that, when he came in, you know what I'm saying, he got to sit behind Alex Smith.
Mm-hmm.
And people can say whatever they want about Alex Smith's career. When he's been able to be on the field,
he's been
Alex
a good
Smith
quarterback. Yeah, he's been a good quarterback. You're right.
Yeah. So, you're right about that. That is a lot of it. So I was just playing devil's advocate with it.
Oh, no doubt.
I do see it from the other side as well. Like he hasn't won anything, and we talk so much about winning. It's like, but yeah, he does have a situation where it's unfortunate for him that he did get benched.
But I'm glad you brought it up because, like, at the same point, like we do also got to be right about Bryce Young. He hasn't been playing well. Like you got to see it both ways. Like you can't see it just one side or the other. Yeah, the franchise is trash.
The last time we saw that he was good was with Alabama.
Alabama.
And who the heck did he have on his team on that joint? Like, look at the team he had. Like,
yeah, he had a squad around.
If he doesn't have anybody on his team, he's not good enough to make us that much better.
True, I can feel you.
What you're also saying is the only time he's good is when he has those caliber players.
I feel you.
So it's like,
hey man. Hey, QO in Northwest, go save your man Bryce, dog.
Stop, man. Kickmail, what do you think about since we talking about that Bryce Young getting benched?
It's tough to see, me personally. But both of y'all made very good points. From an organization standpoint, you ain't winning. You ain't winning. You barely getting touchdowns. Like, we just paying you to run up and down the field and get tackled. But then at the same time, we ain't give you nobody either. So I'm sorry.
We ain't had nothing to get nobody.
Exactly. They gave up everything. So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. And I feel bad for that young man. Cause just imagine, your whole dream, you finally starting in the NFL, and then they go, hey, young fella, we just gonna have to sit you down for Sam Darnold. Just take a seat real quick.
Man, listen, I feel really bad for him. I do. Yeah, I just was playing devil's advocate for the show, because I've heard the other side of things, and I just wanted to see how people felt about that. I do feel bad for him. I do agree 100% with Wildcard Ma about them not get, and you, Mel, about them not getting him the proper help that he deserves to get. But when Wildcard Ma brought up, how much they gave to get him, it was like, okay, I had to remember, like, they ain't got nothing to get.
Mm-hmm.
Now I do think they were top in salary cap, like as far as having money to spend, but I think nobody's going there.
Mm-mm.
Like nobody going there because they know how bad the situation is, they know how bad the owner is, and things of that nature. So
Not as a free agent. Well, oh no. And here's the thing. I used to live in Charlotte. It's a beautiful city. They got some beautiful women down there. Great places, spots. Go enjoy the city, Bryce Young, because it ain't gonna keep no better for you on the football team. Just enjoy being a young man with money in your pocket, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's it. That's as good as it's gonna get right now.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
No, I'm just saying, man. Hey, you got money in your pocket. You're a young man. Hey, go out there and enjoy yourself. Because it's gonna be painful every Sunday when you suit up, bro. It's just what it is, man. But ain't nobody, like you said, they of course they got the cap space. Ain't they seeing what they doing with ownership? They're like, nah, fam.
Hell no.
Nah. Hey, your man throwing drinks on people, bro.
Right. The owner.
The
The
owner.
owner.
That's sad, man.
Anything else in week 3 that you guys are looking forward to seeing?
Yeah, well, since the guy's not here, hey, Double Jae Jones, feel better because I believe my Packers is going to take that Titans down. So, hey, feel better after that.
Hey,
He
the return of Malik Willis to Tennessee.
Yeah, he got a headache right now. Because his Titans is getting them problems. Um, I know
No,
because now
my
that you just
question.
mentioned it, the headache just came back. Like, yeah, that's crazy that you brought them. I forgot they played them too. But I forgot you was a Packers fan. That's dope.
See?
Mark
Oh,
Armand, anything else you looking forward to seeing in week 3?
Um, hey, Ravens, you know, you got to bounce back. You got the Cowboys. Um, both of those teams kind of really need that win, if you ask me. Um,
I
who's
think the
going?
Ravens need it more than the Cowboys.
Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Because 0-2 start, you don't want to go to 0-3.
mm-hmm.
Um,
And I just had the MVP last season.
This is a
yeah.
wrap. They go 1-3. They might as well shut Lamar down for the season. Yeah.
Oh, you wow,
I
bro.
know they're a team that's capable if they go 0-3 to still go to the playoffs.
Hmm.
Nah, they're
No, but
not.
it's a
If
lot
they
of
go
injury.
0-3, it's a wrap.
Yeah, nah, I feel you. Hey, but who would have thought that the game of the week might be Vikings and Texans? I would have never guessed that, bro.
The Texans, when you speak of defense, that's something I wanted to point out to you as well, Mar, that was dope that you pointed out. When you're talking about defenses doing a thing in the NFL, that Texans defense
Mm.
is not playing.
Uh,
um, they is pretty good as well. Moving on to another form of football, and I'm gonna start with my uncle, Coach Prime.
Coach.
Now, before I go to the guys, I like to say to all the pundits out there, I use pundits because we're stepping up levels here. Um, you guys that like to talk about my uncle, man, you weird. It's weird, weird. Florida State is 0-19 right now. And I ain't heard a word about them. And they started the season at the number 10 seed in the country. They are 0-36 right now. Right now, they're not just losing, they're getting whooped losing at home in Ireland, Brazil, wherever they play, they getting whooped. Practice, and you ain't heard a word about their coach. You ain't heard a word about their program. For
Do
some
it.
reason, the 2-1 Colorado Buffaloes still keep getting talked about negative light. Um, I'm gonna go to you, Wild Card Mar, first. What do you think then about the program? Like, we're not even talking about the football team right now. We're just talking about how they get bashed. What do you think about what's going on with Colorado Buffaloes?
Yeah, man. It's weird how like you said, the pundits they talk about Prime in Colorado in such a different manner than any other team. Uh, they made it seem like the sky was falling after they lost to Nebraska. Um, and yet y'all didn't give him no type of credit for beating a Colorado State team that was over there talking junk. But y'all gave Shador hell because he told homeboy you was talking all that smack on IG and you ain't got that same energy now. But y'all forgot that he shook all the other Colorado State players, but y'all harped in on just because he had that exchange with the Colorado State quarterback. Um, Come on, man, like this is this is why I'm glad this is why we do what we do is
Mm-hmm.
because y'all pundits pick and choose y'all narrative, y'all angle, y'all and biased takes and whatnot to make stories. And it's like, you gotta look at the whole picture. Y'all like to dissect certain things and blow it up and make it seem like that's the truth. And come on, man, like have the same energy like y'all do for Prime for anybody else. Y'all move the goalposts when it comes to Colorado and Prime. I get it. He's not your typical coach. He don't look like one. He damn sure don't act like one. What was y'all expecting? Deion Sanders has had this personality since I can remember. I know because I'm a huge fan of Deion Sanders. This is him. This is him. What did you expect? He was going to be a head coach and all of a sudden turn it off? That would be unauthentic. And he's not, he's an authentic individual. This is him. What did y'all expect?
Right.
Like, come on, bro. And the same things that he does, I've never seen y'all have this same energy for Nick Saban. Never seen y'all have the same energy for Dabo Sweeney, Kirby Smart. Name a coach in the last 10 years that has a name of significance. Y'all don't treat Prime like so different from all these other coaches. What are we doing? Let the man build his program. He's a year in some change in. It's his second year. He's trying to build a program. He goes from 4 wins to wherever how many wins he gets this year. It is what it is. All right. Here's one thing I can agree with the pundits on. He has to win. That's it. But other than that, leave him alone. Let him run his program how he sees fit because they hired him. Colorado hired him for a reason. So I just think it's disgusting how they go out their way to treat Colorado and Deion different from any other coach and all the other 137,000 programs at NCAA. Like, what are we doing, bro?
I just want to say that Florida State last year, before the playoffs, was undefeated, and they are 0-3 right now, getting whooped. They done got whooped in two different continents. Aren't they 0-3?
Yeah, they on three.
And all their games been at home. And they didn't got whooped.
Oh,
Listen, Florida's coach.
they bad too. Ooh.
You see how they got whooped by Miami.
Mm,
Then they got whooped by somebody else. I forgot who they got beat by.
Texas A&M.
Yeah. Texas A&M. I haven't heard the cries for him to be fired or any talk about their program or anything of that nature. It's weird to me how they attack Prime because of I here's the thing, something that you said, Mar, that I kind of agree with, but I don't, is that he has to win. And I don't think that's necessarily true. I think that the ceiling for them is the bowl being bowl eligible is what everyone's pretty much saying. But
That's fair. That's
if
fair.
they get 5 games, this year. They win one more than they won last year. Bro, they was a
Mhm.
1-11 for 17 years.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were really bad, and he's bringing them up. And if he stays there, like he's saying he's gonna stay there, then maybe he could build a program. I think he doesn't get the same grace. We know why.
Yeah.
Um, we don't have to say it. You know what I'm saying? But we
Mhm.
definitely know why. Um, it's crazy. King Mel, how you feel about it?
No, I agree exactly with both of y'all. It's just we know he's Coach Prime, so he got the biggest target. Whatever he do, and everything is under a microscope for him. If
Mm.
he don't do it their way, they gonna call him out for it throughout the whole media, and it's getting kind of annoying. It's just getting annoying. But at the end of the day, Prime gonna be Prime, and I bet you y'all still gonna tune in.
Yeah, yeah, man. Coach Prime, hey man, just try to keep winning, man. Just keep winning, and they'll get off. See, what's going to end up happening if he does start winning is they're going to act like they never was hating.
see,
So
see, I've been on Coach Prime's side.
I told you
I
this once he got it together.
I don't know what
All
y'all
I was
talking
saying in the
about.
beginning was that he didn't have the talent. Now he got the talent.
The crazy thing is, I know which sucker you talking about is going to be the first one to say, "I always been on Coach Prime's side."
It's going to be a bunch of them. It's going to be a bunch. It ain't just one. There's a lot of them turning on Coach Prime now. That's like whatever. Moving on from him, but more college football. What have you guys been impressed with so far? I'll go first and just say that yeah,
Dang. I
yeah,
was gonna say that they came out strong this year.
yeah. Here's the thing though, as the resident U fan on here, I'm scared because we've done this before, and that thing collapsed, and that thing like collapsed. Like you know how sometimes it collapses and you kind of get back on track, but it's never what it was. No, when we collapse, that joint just keep going down.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, that joint like we'll lose. At first we'll lose by like 7, and then they'll be like, all right, next joint 70, next joint 96, next joint like damn, we really just stopped caring after the one game we lost. But no, I'm impressed with the Big Ten play right now. Um, the Big 12 really hasn't gotten into their conference play so much, so we haven't really seen them. Um, the SEC is the SEC, and this new ACC looks weird.
Yeah, bro.
Like California versus Virginia Tech. Like what? It's called the Atlantic Conference,
And,
Coast
and Cow.
Conference.
And Cow.
You got California versus Virginia Tech, Stanford versus Boston College. Like what is going on?
I was about to say that it's been weird seeing some of the teams after the realignment, because like you said, what used to be the Pac-12 teams, they always play late. So when you up at like 11, clock at night, and you see Cal, and they got a big old ACC logo on their
Yeah,
field.
and they playing freaking somebody from the like that's a disadvantage, bro. We
It's
don't play
weird.
till 12 o'clock at night. What the hell is going on, bro? I'm from the East Coast. It's 8 o'clock right now, bro.
I'm
I mean,
tired, I'm sleepy, bro.
it's 4 o'clock in the morning right now. We playing at 12. You know what I'm saying? I called my mother. My mother not picking up. I'm like, Mom, you watching my game? She ain't picking up at 12 o'clock. It's freaking 3 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast right now. You playing freaking
Well,
Virginia.
hey,
Virginia.
it's been weird. It's just like, man, it just doesn't look the same, man. This college realignment stuff has gotten. I mean, it's these conferences, man. They're gonna make sure that hey man, we bring in the schools to make sure we generate the most money as possible, and it's kind of crazy how it's came to that, but. Yeah, it's something still I'm still having a hard time looking at Oklahoma and Texas with a SEC logo on their field. It looks different.
It does look that does look different
It
too.
looks absolutely different. It's crazy. You're like, damn. It just it messes with your mind and what you used to. Watch with football. Oh, but Texas, man. Oh, man. Arch Manning, bro. Come on, y'all sure he your Manning?
That
y'all
man is Johnson.
Hey man, y'all better get the DNA, bro. Hey, y'all sure he your Manning, bro? For real.
Before I go to you, Kick Mail, I think well, I'll call Mark to your point is Texas is so good right now
Mm-hmm.
that don't look weird in the SEC.
True. I give you
To
that.
me, to me.
I feel you. I
It
feel you.
does kind of look weird when you see it on the field because I played a college football game and stuff like that, and I watch a lot of college football, so it kind of does look weird. But it kind of look like where has this been? Because they kind of should have been in the SEC. They've been shown. I mean, they've proven right now they're an SEC caliber team.
Mm-hmm.
Oklahoma is the one that kind of looks like you should have stayed in Big 12 maybe 2 more years. got your beef up, and then came to the SEC. Texas like they should have been in the SEC our whole lives.
I know
You know
Cap.
what I'm saying? But Oklahoma, and they're winning.
Yeah.
But it's just I don't know. King Man, what you think about the college football season so far?
Well, as you alluded to, I was just gonna say Texas out there showing why they the #1 ranked team. But as far as Miami go, she 41 plus in 3 games.
I'm just bracing myself for the letdown.
Yeah, I'm watching them dudes. I'm like, God, oh y'all can't be. Oh, somebody out there ringing. That's the question I'm out there asking, man. Cause yeah, ain't no 41 plus on these. The last game they played was 62 zip.
Yeah, we do that.
62 zip.
Yeah. And
You
then
telling me I couldn't even get close to the field goal?
the battleship come. They like B-22, and that's the first bomb on the ship with battleship. The first game we like the first chip. We played battleship back in the day. I don't know if y'all played the
Yeah.
electronic version or the actual
Nah, I played
battleship.
the actual.
Okay, so when you're like B-22,
Mm-hmm.
that's like the middle of the boat. That's what be happening with us, and then after that, it just blow up the rest of the boat. Um, yeah, being a Miami fan is really stressful right now. I want to go to some WNBA.
Mm.
And
Mm-hmm.
my home girl, my ace boom coon, Cheryl Swoops. I've been dying to talk about this for a while, but I think it's the perfect time to talk about it. She is saying Caitlin Clark is not dominant. Now, there are people arguing for Caitlin Clark. There's people arguing against Caitlin Clark. Cheryl Swoops has been labeled the biggest hater of Caitlin Clark in America.
Mm-hmm.
But what I find interesting about it is before there was a Caitlin Clark, there was a Cheryl Swoops.
Mm.
How can you tell her, multi-time MVP, multi-time champion, what she can say and what she feels about the game that she actually put on? Because she was the one that put on the WNBA in the women's game.
Mm.
Cheryl Miller was just really good at it. But Cheryl Swoops is the one that really put it on. I just wanted to get you guys' opinion on like the dynamic of what's going on in the WNBA. I think it's been a great season. I think Caitlin Clark is doing. We're not Caitlin Clark haters over here.
Nope.
We have been celebrating Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese, Paige Buckner, Juju
What?
Watkins, Aja Wilson. We've
Mm-hmm.
been promoting women's basketball since day one of this show. So, and women's sports period, but women's basketball mainly. Um, they all have been doing their thing for women's basketball. But Caitlin, I just feel like you gotta love her or you hate her.
Mm.
MAGA crowd hates her right now.
Yo, this dude, man.
They do.
Hey.
They do. The MAGA crowd hates her right now.
Yeah, they used to love her. They hate her now.
They hate her now. God damn that damn kid because she shoot too much.
Kamala, you like Kamala?
What's wrong with you?
They
I'm
out there
gonna say
burning
something
her
so bad right
jerseys.
now, but it's not appropriate because I know it'll be put it like this. We would go super viral if I said it, but I cannot say it because we will be over. None of us will have jobs. They'll fire y'all because I said it. So no, um, I'm not gonna say it, but they hate her right now.
They hate her, bro.
They hate her. I don't even know what her fan base is no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what her fan base is no more. But I wanted to ask y'all, what do y'all think about the W right now? And what do you think about Cheryl Swoop's comments?
Go ahead, man.
If I'm Caitlin Clark, you got to take them comments and just prove her wrong. Prove her wrong. Because there's already people that have been leaning towards, oh, she ain't this and she ain't that. And they're going to bring up the turnover factor. They're going to bring up everything. But what I'm seeing is she's playing winning basketball at the end of the day. Her team is getting the job done. They are in playoff contention, close to possibly making the playoffs. So we got to look at that.
But is she dominating? Is the question.
Mm.
Because that's
Actually,
what they're attacking Cheryl
I
Swoop.
know. It's like, damn. Nah, that's a tough one right there. Cause it's like I could say, yeah, she's dominating, but then it's always gonna be the double advocate side of, well, she ain't doing this and she ain't doing that like she's supposed to. High turnover ratio and all types of stuff.
Mm. Man, I'm with Melon. It is tough to say she's dominating because she is putting up the stats. Um, I, I don't know, man. If she was like if their record was over 500 and they were um a few games over 500 and in better playoff contention, and I would say she's dominating because the play would lead to W's, to wins.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying her play isn't. Um, it's just that when it's sports, like usually your great performances lead to wins and victories, and then that can in turn relate to you dominating and as part of what your production does for the team. Um, but when it comes to the comments, I mean, you took the words right out of my mouth, Mike. Uh, I'm not going to question Cheryl Swoops. I, like she, if her and Cynthia Cooper and Lisa Leslie don't do what they do, we got no WNBA.
Dawn
Uh,
Staley.
yeah, Dawn Staley. So I'm not questioning Cheryl Swoop's comments. I trust her. I'm definitely not going to trust you pundits who probably can't even dribble a basketball. Why would I trust your take or somebody else's take over what Cheryl had to say? I'm Cheryl Swoops is literally if you were to put a Mount Rushmore on WNBA, she's on that bitch. Like, what are we talking about? So
And I think she got herself in trouble early when she made her comments about Caitlyn, and she never kind of apologized for or clarified that were wrong that she said. Um, that I understand people being upset at her about. But when she's actually talking about the game, I think that's where it should be hands off
mhm,
because she knows the game. I mean, there was a time if you're my age group, you know who Cheryl Swoops was because she was the female Jordan,
mhm.
not the females, anybody else. Jordan, she was the female Jordan.
She was like that.
Um, she opened up the doors for Shamika Holdsclaw, Nikki McCray, even Lisa Leslie. Like Lisa Leslie was a dog in her WNBA career. She's a dog in her college career. But let's call a spade a spade. We were talking about Cheryl Swoops. Cheryl Swoops was the one that got the shoe, things of that nature. So when I think she talks about the game, we should be able to listen. Now, me personally, I don't think that Caitlyn has dominated.
Mhm,
I think she's played winning basketball.
mhm.
There's a difference between playing winning basketball and dominating. because you can dominate and lose.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like somebody has 70 points and they lose the game, they still dominated the game. They just lost the game. Not their fault. I mean, if you
Yeah.
got 70 points and you lose, 90% of the time your teammates suck. I
I
know.
No,
Remember when Devin Booker scored all them points with the Suns?
yeah, they lost.
71.
Yeah, they lost.
71. They lost that game.
They lost to the Celtics that game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure did.
You dominated the game, but you know what I'm saying? Again, we hype all the women over here. So I think Kaylin has had a great, amazing, historic season.
Yes.
But dominant, that's what people have to listen to when people, even this show, if you watch this show, thank you for watching this show. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. But when you watch this show, we don't want you to take 30 seconds of what part of what we're saying and then make that your whole argument. Because in unfairness to Cheryl Swoops, she didn't say they asked her the same question about her seasons when she was playing. Was she dominant in the WNBA? And to be fair, she said no. Because guess who was dominant on her team? Cynthia Cooper. That was the dominance on their team. You know, so I don't know. I think this almost has come too far. Now, even with the new stuff, we joke about the MAGA stuff. The MAGA hates her, but it's come too far with her. The negative talk. Let her just play basketball. Let her play. Let all the other young ladies play. Angel Reese, I want to give you some props because we've said we've been on your side, but we've been critical as well. Angel Reese, I want to give you your props. You getting that bag, girl. Keep getting them back. They got the Reese's puffs coming out, I think. She got all type of endorsement deals. You go, girl. You go, girl.
Yeah, that sucks. Her season got cut short because of that injury.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want. You know what I'm saying? I didn't bring it up because I
Yeah.
didn't want to bring. I just wanted to give her salute.
I feel you. I feel you.
But yeah, no, you're right though. It does suck because arguably, and what I would have liked to see is the rookie of the year for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's probably just gonna go to Kaylin.
Yeah.
So unfortunate, but yeah, man. Any more thoughts to the W? What do you think? Matter of fact, Mark Lamar, I call you an expert on women's basketball. What do you think is going to go down in the playoffs? Cheryl Swoops said this though, and again, this is why people don't be listening. They call her a hater when they don't be listening. She said she can see the Fever beating the Sun in the first round.
Man. I will say this, man. I think this might be the most, for me, is the most highly anticipated WNBA playoffs for me. Only reason why I say that is because you don't know who's going to come out the East. You at least got three contenders for sure. With the Liberty, Connecticut, and if the Fever get right at the hot time, we'll see what happens. I hate to say it, man. I will be surprised if Las Vegas three-peats. I'll be surprised. The Aces haven't looked ace-like we normally seen them, but at the same time, don't count them out because the MVP, who will be the MVP, Asia Wilson, is still on that team, and she a bad mother joker, dog. So that bingo. Hey, you talking about dominance? If we having a conversation about dominance, her name's Asia Wilson. Uh, Go ahead and sign that MVP trophy up for her. Go ahead, get it signed up. There's no debate on that one. All right, there's no debate. If you try to debate with me about somebody else, I'll listen to you, but in the end, I'm just gonna say you're wrong. No, I'll give people their proper respect and let them get it off, but I ain't gonna nah.
I might block.
Hey, nah, man. But for the first time in the last couple of years, the Aces aren't a shoe in to win this joint this year. So I think that's a storyline that a lot of people need to pay attention to, and especially for those who's been watching WNBA for the last few years. This is not a shoe-in for the Aces to get this title this year, and I love it because it means that it's competitiveness. It's going to be something. It's going to be some drama to this WNBA playoffs. It ain't just going to be the Aces getting this thing. So I'm looking forward to that, man.
Now, before we park this bus, like Wildcard Mile like to say, and everybody on the Man Cave like to say, I got something for my man King Mel.
Yes, sir.
King Mel, right now, the WWE is on fire. Clicking on all cylinders.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to ask you, and it's a little bit past mid-season, so we're gonna say like quarter season, 3/4 season right now. Who has been the MVP of WWE? Who has been the most improved in WWE? And who is currently the Rookie of the Year? You got 2 minutes. No, 60 seconds.
Rookie of the Year, we could go with Braun Breaker. I got Braun Breaker. The most improved? That's tough. But we could go with Damian Priest. Ooh. Damian Priest could be the most improved compared to where he was at last year. And then the MVP, I feel like it's a co-MVP between Roman and Cody. I feel like it's a co-MVP.
I mean, you don't say that. I ain't saying that because of Roman. Roman is Tom Brady and Michael Jordan mixed. Yeah, better leave Cody. Man, I was talking to somebody today about Cody. But hey, this is not a wrestling show. I just wanted to give my man some wrestling things to talk about. Oh, before we go, what do you think about Saturday night main event returning?
Yeah, I'm trying to get tickets to go.
Got you. And you notice I didn't mention anything AEW. So we're gonna park this bus right here. You got my man Wildcard Mar. Tell him where they can find you, man.
Hey, bro, this man is bugging, dog. Nah, man, y'all know where to find me, man. Go on over to Twitter, KC Wildcard Mar over there, where I'll be posting all my stuff. Of course, ILW Sports Network, and hey, every Saturday, with the gang, man, whether it's D Man K Sports Podcast or in the Four Corners of Wrestling, baby. Oh, and of course, Sunday mornings, Mo Co Center. You already know what it is. Yes, sir.
Yeah, King Mel, tell them how they can find you, man.
King Mel 13 on IG, Jamal Scroggins on Facebook, and on X, the Boston Celtics champion.
Ooh, oh, that's right. Yeah, we talk. And we're gonna have you back on the show for the NBA. Because if y'all don't win, ooh wee. All of us gonna get our payback because you was giving us crap during the summer. You can find me on my newly named Twitter name, Coach Drip _ Mike T. I'm probably gonna change that on Twitter, the same thing. On IG soon is the same thing. Facebook, Michael Turner. You can find me on Moco Center on Sundays. You can also find me here on Saturday mornings on Apple, Google, Spotify, and YouTube. You can find all the 613 shows. And Moco Center is only on YouTube. But thank y'all. Again, if you're new to this, stay true to this. Thank you for viewing this. And what Jae Jones, Jiggy Jae Jones be saying? You ain't gotta go home.
They get the hell up out of here and shut the door on their asses. We out.